Hey, it's Chrissy from Up the Windy Lane. Welcome back to my kitchen. And now I want to know, are you like me and you're wondering about a face routine and what to buy, what to use, but you'd really just like to make your own? Well, I have some recipes for you today that we're going to try out and some new things that we're going to start doing. Got my notes written down and I've got some things out of the cabinet of things I want to use up. We're gonna make some skincare products today. So I don't know about you, but I struggle with the skincare routine. It needs to be super simple and it does not need to be like a lot involved. I should have started something a long time ago. I usually just use coconut oil with essential oils and that's what I use in the morning, at night. And that's about it. I don't wear a whole lot of makeup anymore and I just usually wear mascara and that's about it. But I do want to take care of my skin and I want to keep it hydrated and clean and so forth. So we definitely want to give it nourishment and we want to give it all those vitamins and minerals that we can. I do have a few recipes for you to share with you and about skincare and how we're going to use them to start maybe a new routine. We're going to kind of see, or I'm going to see, how it's going to work for me. But what we're going to do is there are a few things that you can use all of them. You could use some of them, doesn't matter. Like right now, I just clean my face and I moisturize with coconut oil and the essential oils, and that's about it. We're going to talk a little bit about an egg wash. We're going to talk about a sugar scrub. We're going to talk about after shower oil, a face wash. We're going to talk sunscreen, toner, face cream, and essential oils, and lots of great things. The great thing about these recipes is that it's versatile. If you don't have a specific oil, you can pick a different oil as long as you have the right ratio. That's all that matters. So let's get started. Brought you over here because first we're going to talk egg wash. Yes, actual egg wash. So you're going to take this egg and you're going to whisk it, and you can add essential oil to it if you would like rosemary oil is really good for the skin. You can add that, and what you're going to do is literally you're going to put that on your face and you're going to leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. Some people do it before they take a shower and then they wash it off when they're in the shower, and then they can follow their regular routine after that. Now this one egg will last you for 2 days. What I've been watching is that my information says that this egg will last you for the week, but they only do it a couple times a week. So that is probably why. But you're going to put this on your face and on your neck, and you're going to use good eggs. So this is one of my eggs from my chickens. So I know what I feed my chickens, and I know what, that they have really good eggs. So you want to use either your own chicken eggs, or you want to buy some like this I'm getting ready to show you. Or you want to get some from a friend who has pasture raised chickens and you want to get those eggs and use those. Or I do find these at Aldi. These are pasture raised chicken eggs, and that is what I'm looking for. Now, 100% vegetable fed is not necessarily, I don't know how that is when you're pasture raised, but that is what I go for, is pasture raised chickens. They are a little bit more pricey, but they are worth it because they are much better for you. All right, let's go to the next thing. All right, we're gonna talk sugar scrub. So let's make some sugar scrub. All right, so I buy my sugar organic, and I also have this organic extra virgin olive oil from Kroger. Well, I'm a little preoccupied. This is actually flour, so let's go get the sugar. Okay, now that we have our sugar, this is the organic sugar, and you're just gonna take 1 tablespoon of sugar. You're gonna put it in your bowl, and then you're just going to drizzle. Let's see if I can drizzle. You're just gonna drizzle some olive oil on here. You just want it thick enough to kind of form a paste that you're going to scrub on your face. So you don't want it super runny because you want it as a scrub. So this would be a really good scrub to clean your face. Now I'm thinking you could probably not have to only use olive oil. I do have some rosehip oil, or if you wanted to use sweet almond oil, you could do that as well. But doesn't that look super nice? I think I'll be trying that today. All right, so we set that aside. Now the next thing would be an after shower oil. So after you get out of the shower, your skin has been cleansed from soap with soap, and your skin will dry out. You can see I'm a little shiny because I just got out of the shower and I've put coconut oil and with essential oils on my face. Now I do do my neck and my hands as well. It just really depends. Like if your legs are dry or if your arms are dry, you can actually use just an oil and use it after your shower. So the lady who I watched uses extra virgin olive oil. You could use, you want to just try different oils. You could use sweet almond oil. You could probably use rosehip oil, but you definitely want to try it and see and kind of look those oils up to see what is better for your skin type. Like if you have dry skin, oily skin, just kind of in between, whatever it might be, and write down what oil works best for each time. So in your sugar scrub, you might put a different oil than olive oil, and you might like it better. So you definitely want to kind of try it out and kind of see what works for you, because what I'm telling you is what I'm gonna try, and then I'm gonna adjust it as I go. Next up is the face wash, and this one I thought was so interesting because it's literally 2 ingredients, and 2 ingredients that I happen to have on hand. So that was really cool. Cast iron soap and honey. I never would have thought about this. And I got this cute little squirt bottle. Check out what I found at Walmart. Pioneer Woman condiment bottle, but I'm gonna put my face wash in it. So whatever your bottle is, if we can see this. So this is 10 ounces, 300 ml bottle. So what I would do if I wanted to fill this all the way up, I'm gonna use half honey, half cast iron soap. So I would use 150 ml of cast iron soap, 150 ml of honey. Now I'm not gonna make that much because I wanna try this out. So what I'll probably do is do 100. So I'll do 50 of each. This is the honey I'll be using. I've actually had this in my cabinet to be used and haven't, and it's supposed to be really, really good for your skin, for wounds, all kinds of great things it's good for. So we're going to use this, and I'm going to use 50 ml of this honey, and then look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I had to set you down for that. Let's do 50 ml of honey. Here we have our 50 ml of honey. Now let's see if we can get that in the bottle without making a big mess. One of the things I love about these recipes is that these ingredients you can find just about at any grocery store. We got our cast iron soap. Now this is the cast iron soap that I had already on hand. I don't think it is pepper, it's hemp almond. So this is what I had on hand, so this is what we're gonna use. I'm going to just pour to the 150 mark. Or 100 mark, not 150. Gosh. Okay, so there we go. We got our honey, and I'm really wondering if maybe I should have put it in something and stirred it up, because, you know, all the honey's in the bottom. Probably should have stirred it up, then put it in here, huh? That would that would have been a smart idea. It will eventually mix. So there we have it. So learn from my mistake, mix that first. All right, so don't forget to mix that before you put it in the bottle to mix it up really good. Now it is mixing. You can see that it is going to mix. It's just going to take a little bit longer, where if I would have not, you know, what was I thinking? So that's gonna mix eventually. All right, this next ingredient is a facial toner, and it's super easy because it's witch hazel. You just want to make sure you buy 100% witch hazel. Don't get any that has some crazy ingredients in it. Now I have seen some that does have healthier like fragrances or essential oils and stuff like that. That would be okay as long as it's not like fake fragrance. But this one is just witch hazel. That's it. So this is what you're going to use for a toner after you wash your face and at night before you go to bed, and then you'll use your creams, of course, after that, because this is just going to kind of clean out your pores, help clean without removing those oils and such. So pretty excited. I do have to get more of this. As you can see, I don't have very much left. So one of the things that they do suggest of a daytime is sunscreen, and this is a natural sunscreen. You don't want to buy one that has a bunch of nasty chemicals in it, because that's actually damaging your skin, especially when you get out in the sun. People wonder why there's skin cancer and such that wear sunscreen. Well, because there's chemicals in the sunscreen, and so you don't want to be out in the sun continuously, but we need the sun for our body to produce that vitamin D, you know, that immune health, but you don't want to be in the sun all the time. Like I will wear a hat if I'm outside for a long period of time, but I do need to get sun on my skin for like 20-30 minutes. So it is good to get outside. That's why a lot of people's vitamin D levels are lower right now, like mine. I've got to get mine up a little bit. So sunscreen. So one of them that is suggested is a Veritas. I've been told that it's available on Amazon. I have not actually searched it out yet, but I have seen it that it has good natural ingredients. I would love to be able to make a sunscreen, but that is one thing in this regimen that I don't have and that I won't be making today, and that I don't know if I'm gonna buy or not. So we'll wait and see. I may use the face cream that we're getting ready to make of a day and at night instead of the sunscreen, but we'll just wait and see. Next up is the face cream moisturizer, and we're gonna use a ratio of 60 ml oils to 20 ml butters. So I have my oils picked out. I just got these for another recipe that I'm gonna try to make, but I'm gonna use this sweet almond oil, rose hip oil because it's high in vitamin C, which is good for your skin, and this grapeseed oil. So I'm gonna use 20 of each because that's just what I'm gonna start out with and see how I like it. Then I have shea butter. I'm gonna use a tablespoon of shea butter and a teaspoon of raw mango butter. So this is really just kind of trial and error. You just kind of use, and you make sure you write notes, put notes down like I always tell you, even though I don't always remember to do it. But make notes and see how you like something. That way, if you really like something, you have it written down. Otherwise, you're going to be like, oh, what did I put in that? And we don't want that to happen. So I got my little measuring thing out here again because it does have the mils on here. So I'm going to use 20 mils of each of those oils. So I have my little measuring cup here. I'm just going to pour these in there. I don't even know if these are open. Nope, because I've never used them. They're not open yet. So this is the sweet almond oil. We're gonna do this one. I'm hoping to share a lot more recipes with you guys as I make things. So we're gonna pour 20 mil. I don't know if you can see that. That one's kind of hard to see. So we're gonna pour that in our measuring cup. And we're gonna put this on a double boiler here in just a minute to soften the butters and to get those incorporated into the oils. And then we're going to add essential oils, and I'm going to show you the one I'm going to use in just a second. All right, so let's get some grapeseed oil. I've never actually used grapeseed oil before, but it is supposed to be really good for your skin, and we want all the good things for skin. Okay, rose hip oil, another one I've never used before. This would also be a good time if you aren't sure, like if you're not sure if you're allergic to things, this would be a good time to do like a patch test. Like you could put some of the oil on your skin, like on your arm, like on the underarm right here, this more sensitive. And you could see if you have any reaction to it, because you of course don't want to put it all over your face and make an oil, but I've not had any reactions. That was a little bit harder to pour. Okay, so there's the rose hip oil. We're gonna put that in there. Okay, so there are our oils. We have 60 cc's of our oils. So there's our oils. You can see it's going to make a nice amount of cream. Now we're going to do, so this is a half tablespoon, and I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of this shea butter that I have, if I can find the opening here. This is really, oh my gosh, where is it? It's like, I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, didn't want that coming out of there. All right, so here's a half. We're going to get that, and you can see that is like really thick. It's like butter. I mean, it says it's shea butter, and that's what it is. That's like what it is. Okay, so there we have our 1 tablespoon, and then we're going to do a teaspoon of mango. Now you don't have to do it in this amount, but you do a tablespoon and a teaspoon of butters. That will be the 20 mil of the butters that you want to use. So we're going to use mango butter. I don't know that, I've used mango butter. I don't know, it really just kind of, I don't know. Oh, this one's much softer. So there's 1 teaspoon. There is our butters and our oils ready to be warmed up and melted. So let's go over to the double boiler. Well, that was a not thinking moment again. I guess I should have, put my oils and stuff in here, then put this in here instead of now I've got to pour this in there, but that's okay. This is my double boiler setup, just my smallest pot I have, and it's actually just a glass bowl that we use, and it fits perfectly right in there. Now I just turned this on, so it's not hot right now, so I'm going to give it just a minute, and then we'll pour these in. and get those nice and melted down. And for right now, let's get our container out. So I'm really bad about putting stuff in cabinets and then forgetting about them. And as I was going through all my stuff today, I found the perfect jar for my face cream. Forgot, I got these for Christmas last year, pretty sure. Yeah, last year. Here we go. I need to wash this and then I will get it dried really good. And while that's heating up, I should be able to do that. Actually, I probably will just get some other water boiling, and I think I'm just gonna sanitize it really good after I wash it. I got my little jar nice and clean and dry. That's important because I'm putting oil in here. And so I'm going to show you, this is what I'm using to add to it. This is actually essential oil that I get from Rocky Mountain Oils. I really like this company. They ship really fast. This is one thing though that I do have to buy online because nowhere locally has this brand. But I really like this brand, so I do buy it and keep it on hand. So this is their skincare blend. And this is really good. This is what I add to mine because I don't want to buy all these individually, so I just buy this one. But if you don't have this one specifically, frankincense is a really good one, and so is rosemary. I will also sometimes add a nice smelling one. You could add geranium. You could add, you know, if you don't want flowers, you could just leave it with rosemary and frankincense, or one or the other, or it doesn't matter, leave it plain. But essential oils are really good as well to use, and I really like this one. All right, so we're starting to heat up a little bit. It's not really hot though, so we're gonna give it a little bit more time. All right, you guys, I finally got clever and put a butter knife down in here and mixed up the honey and the cast iron soap. So there we go. Now it is mixed up. So I can just put it in here and then just mix it up. There we go. Now we're going. All right, let's see if this will pour in there. The butters will get out of there. I'll probably pour it back in here and then pour it in my jar. So we're just gonna get a spoon. We're gonna stir this. We just want these to melt down so that they'll mix up really good. That's it. We don't need it any warmer than that. I like to kind of smash them and divide them up because then they do melt a little faster. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because I think we're about to that point. You will want to carefully remove this from your pot. It is kind of warm. And then we're just going to go ahead and pour it back in. Get a handle on that. Back in this one here. And then we're going to add our essential oils. So the thing about this oil is it is so thick that it doesn't actually drip out of this little spout. And actually it looks like I'm going to have to get some more before too much longer. So I'm going to watch it and try to get about 4 to 6 drops. Okay, there we go. And then we'll just put the lid back on that. Okay, so there's our oil. Smells really good. I'm gonna swirl that around a little bit. You do want to make sure you don't want to put your essential oils in if it's too hot. This is not too hot. So this is actually just gonna go right in here. I'm gonna put this in the fridge, let it cool down. So this is one batch. Now you can make multiple batches, put them in the fridge and keep them until you're ready to use them. I'm just gonna put this one in the fridge to cool it down and get it solidified quicker. All right, I got an update. So I've used the sugar scrub, which I really like. I used the face wash. I really like that one. And of course I used the witch hazel. I have not used the cream yet because it is still liquid in the fridge, but I'm ready to go to town. So I'm gonna go run and do my errands. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna check on the cream and I'm gonna show that to you. But the sugar scrub makes enough probably for the week. It does not take very much of that. And the face wash, I really like the face wash. Does not take very much. Like I put about a quarter size in my hand. That was way too much. Maybe like a pea size is what I'm gonna try next. So that should last quite a while. And then the witch hazel, of course, is just witch hazel, which I'm gonna buy some more of today because I'm running low. But I really liked how it made my face feel. I've got my mascara on and that's it. I don't have anything else on. I put my normal moisturizer that I use, which is just the coconut oil, with the skincare essential oil, but that's it. I really like it so far. It's super simple. So when I get back home, I'm going to show you that and we're going to see what that looks like and feels like. I'm back from my running and I'm going to share, it's not completely solidified, but it is not near as runny. And I'm wondering if I should have maybe, well, the sides are starting to get that way, but if I should have like blended it or whipped it maybe, and that would have helped. But anyways, it smells very earthy like the shea, so that is really overpowering. I do not smell the essential oil that I put in there. It just may not have a very strong smell, but it's going to be interesting using it. So it feels good. It just smells very earthy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm making some of your own skincare products and maybe getting a routine. Pick and choose what you want to use. Try out some new recipes. If you find something like a good ratio that you use and you really like it, be sure to share it in the comments below, or maybe you have something that you like. So be sure to share it, whether it's a video, a link, whatever it might be in the comments. It always helps to share things and help each other out a little bit. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my day. I'm gonna go put this back in the fridge and see if it's gonna solidify a little bit more. And I hope you are enjoying this week. It's my birthday week actually when this video comes out, so I'm pretty excited. Be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to be lovely lights today.